This is Noreen from joycards.com and welcome to my video. So today I'm showing you a technique on how to position your letters when you're doing a card. So we've got this great new die set called mini alphabet dies, and you just throw it through once and it cuts out all the letters, so it's kind of neat. So we're going to be putting these on the card, and this kind of throws me back to my scrapbooking days when I used to do this a lot in my scrapbooking. But we're going to be using Jungle Pals, and Jungle Pals is part of Sale-a-bration. It's on page 5 for the paper, and then the actual die and the stamp are on 12 and 13. So if you want to place an order for this, joyofcards.stampinup.net. That's my direct Stampin' Up. So let's go ahead and get to this card. So it's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. On the inside, we've got basic black, garden green, and white. And then I took this die right here and I layered it up on top. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the card. So I've got the whole background here, and I made 2 of these cuts, and I just nailed one here and I lined it up with the black and with the garden green on the bottom. And then I'm just going to overlap them here. So the one goes all the way to the black edge as well. And that's the inside. And I don't put sentiments inside my cards because it's better if you don't. If you make it kind of vague, I can use this card for a birthday or for anything. So I leave my insides blank on purpose. Now I'm going to take basic black, and this paper is from Sunny Days, and that was on page 5 of the Sale-a-bration catalog right here. I thought, it matches so much in the regular catalog or the mini catalog, so I went ahead and got it. Now I will show you what I always use to document all my cards, and I'm going to put this in my PDFs. If you go to joyofcards.com/shop or go to the shop and pull down PDFs. There should be something to the side that you can do it by categories, like my cards, all my retired stuff, all that stuff. So I'll put this under my PDFs. All my PDFs are like $2, but when you buy one PDF, you get a coupon code that you can have all my PDFs for free, anything I put on there. So it's $2, but you get everything. You can even get the PDF of my card chart. Now, it is better to get one already pre-made and laminated and everything, because it only comes up on a letter. But anyway, so this will tell you all the sizes of the card base and all the shadows and all the ink and all the paper that I use. So if you want to stop the video now and kind of hold it, and you can write it down, you can see all the dimensions. So here we go. Three, 2, 1. So I went ahead and put the paper on there. Like I said, the dimensions are right here on this sheet. So there'll be a picture. If you go to joyofcards.com, my actual website, I don't know if you're on YouTube, I'll put a picture of this as well. So anyway, so next part is I'm going to cut out the vines. So now you're going to take this die and cut 2 of these out. One is in Parakeet Party, and the other one is Shaded Spruce. And I literally just added Shaded Spruce to my list here. I've kind of left that off. So go ahead and cut 2 of these, and then we're going to flip them over. And I like snail. I don't understand people that use glue, liquid glue. I don't get it, but I use snail. And you're going to want to put the darker one on the bottom. Now, before we do that, go ahead and turn those over onto the glue side on your silicone craft sheet, and let's get to these letters first, because I want to put these out before I put out the vines. So we're going to be using the mini alphabet die. This is in the annual catalog. So here's the die itself, and one die cuts out all the letters all at once, and it's kind of really nice to do that. If you want to just do one letter, just cut out a little piece of paper, hold it over that, and run it through. So and then once you've run it through, just poke all these little letters out. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. And here's all the letters that I'm going to be putting out there, and I'm going to go ahead and snail these. Now, another way you can adhere your letters onto your card is to use the adhesive sheets. And what I did is I took a piece and I cut it down to the die size, okay? And I'm going to take a piece of black and I'm going to take off one side of it and put it on the paper. Then take that paper and turn it over and put your die right on top and sandwich it together and throw it through the machine. Now I'm going to take this die off. Pretty much everything stayed in here, and all I'm going to do is poke all the letters out. And then the adhesive will be on the back, the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out, and I'll be right back. So I've got the letters here without the backing on them and letters here with the backing on them. So I'm going to use like a combo of both, just so you know. But I think just using the letters without the adhesive backing is just as easy, in fact, easier. But we're going to go ahead and do it. All right, so the first thing we want to do, and this is the technique you're waiting for, is how to lay this out without it being not the way you want it to look. So first of all, you're going to take all your letters and you're going to lay them out on the card before you do anything else. Don't put any snail on it, and don't take off the backing if you're using the backing. Now on this particular piece, I've got a black cloud that goes right through my lettering. So this is going to be interesting. So I've got them all arranged how I wanted. First thing I did is I got rid of that DS paper with that black cloud. Having the black cloud go right through my letter, I had to switch it out. So that's okay. Now we've got this. Next thing you're going to want is take your pick tool with the little rubber picky up thing. I don't know what this is called, but the rubber thing on the end. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick them up one by one. Okay, this is one without snail on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some snail on it. And then I'm going to take the stick end, and this is the part that I used to do with scrapbooking all the time, is I would take the piece with the snail on it, and I would lay it down on the paper like this. And it's really a good thing to do. Doing it the other way without putting it on a stick, it's a lot more difficult. And then I can take the sticky end again, because it doesn't disturb the lettering too much. And if it moves a little bit, just use your little stick to do that. Now this one has the adhesive on the back, which, like I said, I think the adhesive is really good for things that are real detailed, that you don't want the snail to go through all the detail and create all that webbing. So, but I mean, this is okay. And you have to get that paper off. Sometimes that's kind of a pain too, because these are small letters and that split isn't through the letters. So there you go. There's your E. Then grab the other side. T. I think the snail is just so much faster. I would rather just use snail and just leave the other stuff for details. I'm going to put it on my stick and make it stick. And then hold it like this and lay it down like so. Okay, turn around, get the stick. Here's one with the adhesive. So you have to sit there and fiddle with it to get that backing off. It's kind of a pain, but that's okay. Put it on my stick and lay it down. Okay, turn it over. Here's one with the adhesive. And lay that down. It just gives you a lot more control than if you weren't sticking it on something. Now for the out, what I'm going to do, and what I should have done here, and I apologize for not doing it, when you're laying these down, start with the outside letters first. So the L and the G, and work your way in. Sorry about that. But with the out, I'm going to grab the U first, and I'm going to put that down, because I know I want that in the middle. Now I'm going to do the sloth before we do anything else. So I'm just going to use Memento. I've got my glass here, so I don't need to use the stamping pad with this particular one, because it stamps out pretty well. I'm going to use my gray granite dark and light. I'm going to start with my dark first, And I'm just going to do like the shadowy areas where I think that there would be a shadow. So I'm going to do the shadow real quick, like that in the dark. And now I'm going to take the light and I'm going to fill in the whole thing except for the middle part of his face, which I'm going to leave white. And now as I'm putting the light on, I'm going to go over that dark. And now I'm going to put on another light coat over the same area. I'm going to do dark again. I'm just going to keep going back and forth with my colors until I like what I see. So I'm going to do dark again, and I'll probably do another bit of light as well. And that's how I colored my sloth. I've got the die all lined up. I used my delicate frog tape, and now I'm going to cut it out. Now he's all cut out, and I put 3 dimensionals on there, and I'm going to lay my vine across my paper. Now you will have to cut off the ends a little bit. That's okay. Just go ahead and lay it down however you like. And I'm trying not to get the leaves so much so that they look like they're the same die. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. And before I cut off the ends, because I might want to move it, I'm going to go ahead and put my sloth on here. And then we'll cut off the edges of the vine. So I want to put him like right here. And then grab some really nice pair of sharp scissors and just cut the ends off. The last little bit is I put some bloomin' pearls on there because these are so pretty that I really use this particular one a lot. I have a couple of these. And that's the card. So that'll do it for me. Thanks. Bye.